This is the madness known as the Halloween Hillclimb, an annual event held in Southern California every October that's dedicated to using small bikes, old bikes, and generally the wrong bikes to attempt climbing a steep hill at the iconic Glen Helen Raceway. So in this episode of Throttle Out, we've decided to enter the event's three-wheeler class and put together our most wrong bike ever. This is hill climbing with the Cage Driver.
To get our three-wheeler ready for the Halloween hill climb, we headed to a garage in Azusa, California, where we were told the machine's previous owner and creator was ready to hand over his half-finished project.
So we've only seen photos of this thing on the internet, but it's got a cruiser motorcycle back end, grafted to like a car front end. It's a total disaster.
It's a nightmare, really,
Yeah.
which I guess is apropos for Halloween. And we went to manufacturers initially and said, can we borrow one of your nice new three-wheelers? And they said, absolutely not. Probably fair. So we went to Craigslist. We found this mamma jamma. And now we have the rest of the week to talk to the fella about why he built it, which is presumably going to be kind of an interesting story, get it competition worthy, such as it is, and figure out some flippin' costumes. I don't know. Cross your fingers for what we're walking into here, because
It's just gonna be a mess. Ooh. Looks heavy. It looks low. I don't know about going up a hill on it. At first glance, the three-wheeler appeared to be missing steering, a running engine, front brakes, and any clear sense of why someone would build such a thing. So we found the man that put it together and asked him a few questions.
So what can you tell us about why it was created? How did it start?
I was always into, two-wheel motorcycles.
Sure, naturally.
And I wanted to take advantage of the HOV lanes around here since.
Yep.
And, but I wanted something a little more weather resistant.
A little more stable, a little more secure.
Side protection from crazy drivers and such like that.
All right, so that explains the very robust box chassis you've got going on here.
Being that I'm not a big guy, I like the idea of three wheels so it could stand up on its own.
Yeah, sure, yeah. It's very stable as it stands now.
Interesting. So if you had to estimate how long it would take to get it from its current condition to operational, even if we sort of backtrack and cobble a couple things together, how much time do you think we'd need?
You could probably do it in a couple of days.
Couple days? Two guys, couple days?
Solid days from sunrise
Long days?
to sunset.
Okay.
Rich gave us a rundown of the machine, which was a combination of a 1985 Kawasaki 454 Cruiser, good for maybe 30 horsepower, and the front end of a Pontiac Fiero, presumably taken from one of the many in his shop. And while it was originally designed to be driven by a single operator, we wouldn't have enough time to relocate all of the motorcycle controls, so the contraption would need to be steered by someone in the front, while the person in the back would manage the throttle and shifting. It was a lot to take in, but our goal was to get the thing moving by the end of the day, and given our lack of car experience, it seemed like there was an obvious place to start.
After our initial assessment of the reverse trike here, there are a lot of unknowns. I think that's safe to say. But the steering is sort of the most daunting task that we can see, so that's where we're going to start.
Certainly the most unfamiliar. It's got an automotive-style rack and pinion. Nothing is connected. Nothing is functioning. The thing's got to steer. Currently, it does not. Kind of a big problem.
That's pretty crucial. If and when we figure this out, we will tackle the back of the bike, which is a little bit more familiar, and get the bike running, get the controls rerouted, and hopefully lift the thing up because it is quite low to the ground.
First thing, though, we're going to tear all this out, start fresh. I just ran the bolt through, so I mean the steering box is located.
And this isn't even secured yet, right?
No, it's all just tacked in place, but we should be able to turn.
Does it turn the opposite way that you turn it?
What the hell?
We put the box in upside down? Does it need to be, the spindle needs to be on the bottom?
Cars are complicated.
Dude, that means all our alignment is off, our brackets are in the wrong spot. Like, we've burned way too many hours.
Too many hours to what? Finish his ends.
Change it. It's a Halloween hill climb bike. It just has to steer backwards. We inserted this as it made sense according to alignment and placement. Unfortunately, that orientation does not work with the way it's supposed to steer, so it should be flipped the other way in order for right-hand movement of the steering wheel to result in right-hand turning of the vehicle. So we gotta flip this thing over and move some brackets around. I just tacked everything because history shows we might have to redo some of this work, but I think that it's been flipped, so you want to give it a turn and see what happens?
I get to do the honors?
Yeah.
Left.
Hey!
Left.
It's the small
To
victories.
the right.
Well, we've got functional steering and a steering wheel, which is a weird thing to have on a motorcycle show, but importantly, we will be able to direct this rig down the road, or more importantly, up the mountain.
With the steering basically perfect, we moved to the back of the trike.
Lighter!
It was time to make room for the co-pilot, give him some controls, and see if the engine would come to life.
We got a leaky carb, we're gonna address that. It does seem to have a very large hole in the header. You ready for it to get loud in here, Rich?
Love it.
All right, choke is out. Let her rip.
That's 2 cylinders.
And that's because it's got a hole in the header.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 cylinders.
Excellent, yeah.
Yeah! Let us at that hill.
We want to give Rich the satisfaction, right? I mean, you're going to enjoy this.
Are you excited to see it potentially working?
Yeah.
All right, well, wish
We
us
are
luck.
too.
You got a fire extinguisher handy and 911?
Well, I did
speed
see
dial?
some of the methods, so I'm wondering.
Pit crew style, thank you.
Yep.
Pin it! Yeah! Not running great. Not steer well.
It's cool. I think it has a tuning issue, but it's very, very cool to see it off and running.
All right, let's test the brakes again. Yeah. Lay in a stripe.
Yeah, that locked up.
It's not running great, huh?
It is not running great.
Is it just like you give it gas and it starts to miss?
Yup.
Rich, you've been super gracious letting us use your shop. We don't want to overstay our welcome. So I think we're going to load it up onto the trailer, take it back to our shop in Long Beach, and put some finishing touches on it. Try and really make it competition worthy.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. You guys have been great. It's been great working with you.
Likewise.
It's nice to see it running. We're locking the gate right behind you.
Yeah, I bet
I
you're waiting for us
believe
to
it.
go.
You know, maybe you'll want to buy it back at that. I mean, who knows, you know. Woo! Yeah, look at all that clearance. Oh.
It does roll pretty well. Got good bearings anyway.
Bearings are okay.
Made a lot of progress yesterday at Rich's place, but now we're back in the Throttle Out Garage where we're familiar with all the tools and the resources and whatnot, which is good because the rig still has a lot of work that needs to be done, right? Like, what do we
Yeah.
got? Brakes?
So, front brakes would be good. That would really help. It does leak a lot of fuel, and
Yep.
the exhaust system is a mess. I think those are the 3 things that will really take it from death trap to a little bit less death trap.
Functional death trap. We're gonna make a list and get cracking because we got a lot to get done before this thing's ready to compete. If we have any chance of making it any distance up this hill, we need all 454 cc's here to be doing the best work they can. So I'm gonna do some preliminary health checks. Gonna check for spark, and we're gonna check compression. And with any luck, it will be, I don't know, between 150, 200 PSI. $155. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Right cylinder, reasonable health.
Step one of brakes was loosening up the calipers and making sure the pads were loose enough and the pistons would compress, hopefully. Step two, this sweet lever, which is hooked up to this master cylinder, bolted to the frame. Step three, plumbing it all together so that when you pull this, it pushes pads against the rotors, it stops the sucker.
The operation of the vehicle was flawed, but functional, which is basically status quo for our projects. So we set our sights on making the rig Hillclimb ready.
You can't find knobby tires in cruiser sizes, so we added chains to the rear wheel for added traction, just like they used to do in the early days of hill climbing. Finally, we increased ground clearance with some dirt cheap shocks off the internet and 2 large diameter spares from a local junkyard. And of course, the wheels took some finagling to fit the Fiero hubs.
We're experimenting on finding the most annoying, irritating sound in the world. Right now, Zach's winning.
Our Halloween hill climber has brakes, functional as far as we can tell, plus the sweet pulley heck handle.
It's like an emergency brake handle,
Yeah.
which is a good thing. We've also got a better running engine. It starts and purrs like a kitten at idle, but honestly, doesn't rev up great, but it does run better than when we found it.
Way better. We also have longer shocks in the rear, some additional traction, we might add, and bigger wheels in the front. The shocks and the wheels will raise the sucker up, give us some ride height and ground clearance so that we can take on that hill.
All we need to do is get some costumes for ourselves and dress up the rig, and then it is off to the races.
Literally.
The next morning, we headed to Glen Helen Raceway, where the Halloween hill climb was just getting started. And while most participants managed to show up early to get some practice runs in, we were still outside the gates, discussing our costumes.
I can't see myself, but you look really good.
Thanks, man. I feel good.
Yeah.
You look good too. Very authentic shark. And if you guys can't see what we're going for here, may we present you with the cage driver. I am the terrified scuba diver. I have the thrill of being in the cage. I will be pursued by my good friend here, Angry Great White. He's gonna chase us up to the top of a hill.
And that's the whole point here, right? Let's not forget, we might look ridiculous, but we're serious about getting to the top of that hill.
Yeah.
We've worked hard on Rich's abomination.
Yeah, the seaweed's a nice touch.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it looks good. So now we need to go inside and find the event's organizer and figure out what our next steps are. I don't remember his name. It's
Dude, the guy goes by the name of Meatball.
Meatball, right.
So he's the promoter. He's gonna tell us what we need to do to compete.
Hi.
Kick it in gear. Yeah. Steers pretty well. Okay, I gotta ease us down this little cliff here.
Yep. I'm working the brake a little bit.
Yeah. There's the belly pan. Ready? Oh, drive me in, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
So loud.
It's
Very loud.
It steers surprisingly well. It's
Yeah.
better with these narrow tires. You gonna grab third?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, do it. Let's get some speed.
I don't want to go too crazy with the chains on the asphalt.
Yeah, can you hear it? I can't hear it from up here.
No, but it's spinning close enough to my leg that, you know, it makes me a little nervous.
We got no rear view mirrors. We got no functional turn signals. We do not belong on pavement. It's kind of ironic that we're going past a CHP facility with a totally unregistered illegal vehicle.
Yep.
Hi, guys. Welcome, race fans. Feel the speed.
Oh, we gonna feel the speed all right.
Hello.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Got the curtain sign.
Okay. Racer. I get to put my name down as a racer today. That's exciting. Oh, these are our people. Look at this. I see old wacky cars. I see some wacky bikes.
Yep.
I see a wacky hill with, oh, it's got lumps in it.
That's bad for us.
That's not good. Not good for the cage driver.
By the time we got there, the Halloween hill climb was well underway. And since most of the riders in our class appeared to be using conventional factory-built three-wheelers, we decided to check in with the guy that started the event to make sure we weren't in over our heads.
What can you tell us about this event? How long has it been going on, and why did you start it?
Why did you start it?
Well, we like to party, and Halloween's pretty fun. And so, you know, I was thinking, visualizing like capes and leg warmers and whatever, you know.
Sharks, maybe?
Yeah,
Well,
sharks.
did you visualize any three-wheelers that have a car for an end and a cage and a motorcycle on the back?
No, but we did have a trike with a Volkswagen.
Okay.
A Volkswagen trike. When he got to the top of the hill, it was like a ship going over like over a wave,
so
and
he
I was
made it.
like, my heart stopped. He made it. Yeah,
made it. Wow.
Barely made it.
Well, so do you have any recommendations for us? Like any sort of hill climbing etiquette or like things we should keep in mind?
Yeah, well, hopefully you figured out where you want your weight because you don't want that back wheel to spin. I think there's little areas where it's rough, and then you get over one, you can
lose
breathe for a
momentum.
second,
Yeah.
and you can, you know, use
We
the
did. We
thinker.
put the chain on the back tire, vintage style, but we're not working with a lot of motor. It's only a 450, so.
Oh, Lord, that's a lot of weight.
Meatball's reaction to the cage driver didn't exactly inspire confidence. But after checking out some of the competition, it looked like we might not be the only ones off our rockers.
Next up, we got Prince on the super mini bike. I do not like his odds, but I like his outfit. His outfit's great.
Tiny little wheels, big outfit.
Go, Prince, go!
Go, go. Oh, no.
I think he gets a mulligan. Line it up. I know, he's doing the same thing as last time. Spectating's fun because there's some people here with some wild outfits and some wild bikes, but you know, we never like to show up at events and just watch.
That's right. That's why we're dressed like complete idiots, because we're gonna tackle this hill.
I think the three-wheelers are coming up soon, but really, it's a competition between us and the machine and the hill, ultimately.
Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Oh, man, yeah. My heart's pounding.
Yeah, I'm
I am some kind of nervous.
very nervous about this.
All right, so we're going to keep it in first.
Yep,
I mean, it's a fresh course, so it's ours to trench.
yep. Okay, so if and when we lose momentum, the first goal is to stop.
Yes, grab the brakes.
If we can't stop, then cut the wheel whatever way seems like makes the most sense. I will try to ballast as best I can.
Come again? Do we have our affairs in order? Are you asking us if
yeah.
we have written our wills? Okay. Guys, we're ready. Here we go. This is it. Yeah, let it rip, buddy. Halloween hill climb. Yeah, momentum! Momentum! Go, 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 go! Oh no!
No.
Oh, clutch it!
I'm stopping.
That was
That was
not
super anticlimactic.
All right, I'm gonna cut it right. We just need a better run. Or do you want to just back it down the whole way?
Yeah, let's just back it down.
Okay. Felt like it just ran out of steam, huh?
Yeah, it didn't rev.
You think 450 cc's is not enough to push this pile up the hill?
It's entirely possible.
Hey, shark guy. Where am I going? Just straight back?
Left.
Are we gonna turn around and try and do it from over there?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Should I go out and turn around?
Yeah, I think so.
This turn's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, I don't think this is a good place to start from. Whatever, let's just go for it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we need more power. Oh. We don't have enough power.
I'm going back down again.
All right.
Cut it left. Yeah.
Really wanted to get higher than that.
I'm less nervous now that we didn't roll over.
Yeah, that was good.
But still,
It could have gone worse.
still, that was a really sad display.
Did it just not feel like it had?
It just
didn't
won't
have
rev. Like, it feels like it pulls up to maybe 6 grand, but then if you try and rev past that, it won't rev.
So like
Which
maybe,
makes sense because we had to block some of the air going into the carburetor, so it's just not getting enough flow.
So it's not like the bike that we're working with has a lot of power, but it might have even less power than it should. We do have some jets, so we could rejet the carburetor. I mean, I want to give it another go. We might as
got
well-
to. That
Yeah.
was pathetic.
We did not make it very far up the hill. So let's take it back to the pit, work on the carbs, and then do it again.
There we go. That's a good sign. All right, so it wasn't running well at high RPMs, but we need to put under loads. Maybe just like run it up this hill. I mean, these little kids are going up it, so we better be able to. Seems like we should be able to do that.
Fingers crossed for a little bit more performance.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give it the sauce. Wide open. That's wide open the whole time.
Let's go up this hill.
It's not any better.
It's not any better?
No.
Really?
No.
It's disappointing.
Oh. I mean, I went wide open. It didn't make a difference. It's almost like it doesn't have enough power.
Yeah, we kind of knew that. It's a 450cc engine that's 35 years old. I mean, when it was new, it probably made 30, 35 horsepower, and now it's old and tired and pushing 600 or 700 pounds up a hill. I think it's pretty clear.
In other words, if it was in excellent shape for what it is,
Yeah.
it would feel like it feels. It
It
doesn't
would
have enough
still
power.
be anemic. We don't have enough power. And even if we, squeeze another 10% out of it, we're going to make it another 5 feet up the hill. So it's a good idea, but we're not working with enough HPs to get
Yeah.
ourselves up the hill.
Well, that's kind of a bummer.
With the cage driver dead in the water, our hopes for reaching the top of the hill were sunk. But one of the great things about a race paddock is that someone is always willing to lend a hand. And thanks to the generosity of a fellow competitor, we had a second chance at seeing the summit.
Someone actually took pity on us. This guy, Jerry, who's dressed up as an office worker for the climb, has agreed to let us ride his three-wheeler, which is very different. It's a 360cc tuned two-stroke, so it's got way more power than is needed. And Zach here, you can tell from the look on his face, is suitably nervous about climbing the hill on this now.
Start out in second gear.
Start in second.
Yep.
Okay.
You said to start in second?
Start in second gear.
He is hauling ass up the mountain. Oh man, he just crushed it. Oh, we definitely could have used a little bit of that performance. That is the right machine for a hill climb. He's still going. All right, seeing him have that awesome success and hearing him hoot and holler all the way up the hill makes me excited to do it. I think we were both nervous. I'm still nervous, but that looks like fun. Certainly the fastest land shark to ever climb a Glen Helen hill. A little different than the cage driver?
Yeah, a little bit different. Well, Jerry, you're a man among men if you motocross this thing. That thing is totally wicked. Thanks for letting me ride it, man.
You got any tips for me?
Hang on.
Hold on.
Well, it's nice to know that with the proper equipment, we can make it to the top of the hill. The truth is, you need something pretty serious to get up that hill. So thanks to Jerry, and thanks to everyone else at Halloween Hillclimb at Glen Helen for tolerating our idiocy, and then at least letting us get to take a crack at what it feels like to climb the hill. Yeah, this kid's got the same problem we had. That's not enough thrust for you.
The day ended with a trophy ceremony for the many riders who successfully made it to the top. In fact, our Guardian trike rider, Jerry, even won the three-wheeler class. Lucky for us, winning or losing appear to be afterthoughts. It's an event that's far more concerned with having a good time than setting a fast time. And that encourages all kinds of riders with all kinds of bikes to come out and give it a try.
Unfortunately, Rich's dream of a highway trike and our attempt at a three-wheeled off-roader kept getting worse, even after we turned away from the hill.
Dude, so crispy. You can see right through the battery. It melted through.
It looks like Vader's helmet.
It's nasty.
I can't believe you did that to this thing.
My fault. First, it wouldn't go up the hill because it's got an anemic, crappy little engine. Then it wouldn't run right. Then it wouldn't start. But we got it bump started because we figured, you know, we can go do some donuts at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it started smoking from the battery end of the seat. We pulled over and the thing was practically on fire. So kind of a failure outright.
Yeah. Tesla drivers, we know how you feel. But, you know, maybe someday we'll plug a different bike into the back, or we'll find a way to make it work in some way.
It's got potential.
It's got potential. We still think it has potential.
It's done for today, though.
Yeah, for today, it doesn't have any potential.
It rolls nice.
Yeah.
Look at this guy with his little mustache and his short shorts.
I think that's some white meat showing there.
I think this guy's
got a chance,
Yeah, he's totally into it.
It's got some
You
stuff.
have to get the weight forward, though.
Yeah. Go, 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 go!
Oh, no! No! So much thigh showing.